welcome to the fantasy draft for the Killjoys Imaginary Football League, is what I'm going to call it. So we're going to kind of take a look at each team. The first round is all going to be quarterbacks. We're going to take a look at the type of offense that each team runs, and then actually switch through each team to try to pick the best quarterback for every team. This is just going to be how it's going to go. As far as I know, you can see the first was 7 picks. Jets, Jaguars, who will be the only team as of right now that is moving. I'm going to move them to the location that they should have originally been in. But Jacksonville got awarded the franchise over Orlando. Don't know how, don't know why. They're moving to Orlando. That's all I care about. So we do start off with the New York Jets, and we'll actually take a look at the schemes for each team so you can kind of see how everything... Oh, music is loud. All right, let me fix that real quick. Boom. No more music. So it shouldn't be a problem. Let me turn this off as well. Crap. Okay. All right. So as you can see with each team, we'll go into this. So there are multiple zone run. They like a field general quarterback. This is obviously how we're going to draft them. Josh, I know you're watching. So when we get to yours, just let me know. Actually, while we're sitting here, let me fix both of ours because mine's going to be a little bit different. We'll start with mine. My coach schemes. Alright, so we've got a multiple power run, which is actually accurate for me, kind of. A West Coast power run is actually perfect for me, and then I run Disguise 3-4, and then obviously, there we go. Okay, and then Josh, let me get what you got. I know it's probably gonna take a second to register into the stream, but you know. So I think you said you wanted a spread style offense. So I will set that specifically. And then what are you thinking defense wise? We get a base 4-3, 4-3 under, base 3-4, 3-4, prefer 3-4-3 defensive. Okay. So we've got a quarters, which is cover 4, 4 defenders deep, but allows for opportunities to field. Then we've got a 4-3 cover 3. And then we've got the base 4-3. So it looks like, and a 4-3 under. So it does look like you have 4 options to choose from. Whichever one you want, I don't care. Personally, I choose the cover 3. Any man-to-man options? Which one was? There was one that specifically for opportunities to split the field in man and zone coverage. That'd be the quarters. So that's probably going to be the one that you're going to want. All right, and then change up the playbooks. Okay, Ravens offense. Whoop, going the wrong way for. Well, I was probably going the right way for that. Um, I think that's kind of what I'm looking through here. It looks like most of it is they're all similar in the way that they set up the 4-3. Seattle's, I believe, was a 4-3. Yeah, Seattle's a 4-3. I can go with that one if you want. Okay. Then we'll go with that. That's going to be the playbooks. Yeah, and you'll be able to change that throughout the year based on how you feel about it. So that's mine and your set. We'll go back to the Jets. So back to the field general quarterback that they are selecting. And I actually probably need to change up the Jaguars with a new head coach, but we'll see. So field general quarterback. I don't know why you're in here. That's annoying, but okay. Uh, yeah, I'll let you choose your quarterback. Well, you know what? Since it's the first one, yeah, you help me. Absolutely. Let's choose the Jets quarterback together. Obviously, because I want it. The Jets are a field general type quarterback, and they're going to run a multiple zone run. So maybe it doesn't have to be a star quarterback because it is going to be a more running oriented offense. But obviously, a star quarterback would help him in a field general nonetheless. So obviously, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. I'm discounting Andrew Luck because he's retired, and I don't know why he's on here on the official roster that I literally updated right before I started this. So I'm going to actually make sure that he's gone from any option. But yeah, we've got like Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Rivers, Matt Ryan. I was actually thinking Rivers myself. I think Rivers would be a perfect fit for that. He's not a, I mean, he's a damn good quarterback. I wouldn't call him like superstar elite quarterback. I mean, okay, maybe elite, absolutely elite. So yeah, I think that's a good fit for them. Philip Rivers to the Jets.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
And I think with the Jaguars, because I did go in and give them a new head coach who needs to have all of his schemes fixed if they aren't already. Oh, that's not coach. Coach is here. Whoopsies. Okay. So, oh no, it's fixed. Field general. Honestly, it's Sean Payton. I'm making this one just because of what it is. Jaguars get Drew Brees. It just
Bills
makes sense
are
to
now
me
on the
that
clock.
Sean Payton would get to keep his quarterback, even though he's in Jacksonville now, because you got to replace him in New Orleans. So you've done this. But we are on to the Bills. So let's see here. Buffalo Bills. So the Buffalo Bills have a multiple power run set, so much the same as the other teams, or the last couple teams. So field general, whatnot. Brady. Plot twist Brady. I like it. I like it. That would be great.
The Ravens
Seeing
are now
Brady
on the
have
clock.
to play not the Ravens, the Patriots twice a year. That would be absolutely great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we are under the Ravens, which you might know a little bit more about than I do. Harbaugh's still obviously the coach. So as of right now, everything's going to be the same. I it should be. It's an improviser. You are correct. Mahomes. Oh, let's take a look. Let's see. He is an improviser. He does fit the system. I will go with
The
Mahomes.
Titans are now on the
Give me
clock.
just 1 second. I gotta go grab my charger out of the other room so that my phone doesn't die, so that I do have the stream up so that I can look at the chat and anybody that is in the chat, because I know you're in this one, but or in Messenger, but obviously if I have somebody in the chat that says they want to join or whatever it is, that I can see that message and read it. So I definitely want to have my phone fully charged for this. So give me just 1 second. All right, we are back and we are looking at the Tennessee Titans this time around. So the Tennessee Titans, who do have Mike Vrabel as their head coach. Let's see here. West Coast Zone Run. They are also an improviser. So they just lost out to the Ravens on getting Patrick Mahomes because he probably would have ended up here with a perfect fit as well at the quarterback position. So with the improviser, we get players like Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, Lamar Jackson, Baker. And it's the question of, do we want the Titans to have a younger quarterback or an older quarterback? Wilson definitely would be my choice. I also think Deshaun wouldn't be that bad either, but with it being an early draft pick, having Wilson up there, I think it has to go to Russell. So we'll go with Russell as the pick for the Titans.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
So now the Redskins are on the clock. The Redskins in real life suck as much as the Bengals and the Dolphins do, which oddly enough, the Dolphins are up right after this. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, well, to be fair, a lot of players are going to look weird on different teams. They will also have a improviser quarterback. And with them going young in real life, you just said it, Josh. And I think I'm going to have to go with him for the Redskins. Lamar Jackson to Washington.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
All right, and now we are on to Miami. The Miami Dolphins, currently one of two teams that are winless in real life. Hopefully they don't do the same in our league, but we will see. They do have a field general quarterback, so that would have actually been funny to see Tom Brady fall this far and end up in Miami. No. The AFC North is playing the NFC West this year. So you would not be playing Washington, at least not this season. Obviously, it would occur later on. That being said, for the Dolphins, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, again, Andrew Luck is not in the question. The NFC West is the 49ers, Cardinals, Rams, and Seahawks. I'm thinking for the Dolphins, we're going to go with Aaron Rodgers.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Turn that around, and that's going to make that division a whole hell of a lot more interesting. Yeah, with Brady and Buffalo, and yeah, that'll be interesting. No, none of them. None of the NFC West. Actually, I don't think so. No. The NFC West, and I'll put them up here. We get the Seahawks. I don't know why I'm doing it in this one because it's not going to show up. Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals. So yeah, Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals, and Rams. That's great. Okay, Cleveland. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting because obviously this is my opponent. For 2 games out of the year, one of them is a Thursday night game, so it'll definitely show up. Not so sure about the other one because I will try to keep it different. Field general quarterback, and I'm leaning towards Ben Roethlisberger for this. I love Ben. I just think it would be funny. Matt Ryan, I don't know why he's still an 88 overall. It just kind of feels funny to me. He's from Ohio. He beats the crap out of the Browns usually. It would be odd to see for sure, but I'm definitely for it. Yeah, Jimmy G on the 80. I don't know because I don't want to go Matt Ryan. Honestly, I don't think he should be an 88, and I definitely don't think he should go this early. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like we won't Brady to the Bills. Let's go Ben to the Browns. And it does work because Ben is from Ohio.
Are now on the clock.
It would be something that would have been cool for him in his career to have gotten to go to one of the teams from Ohio. So that is an interesting situation that I think fits. So we're on to the Lions, and the Lions somehow I feel like are going to be like much of the other teams. Multiple zone run, field general quarterback. It's feeling like that's a lot of this, and I'd like to see the Lions doing well, which is weird. They have a field general over Stafford, who's a strong arm, but yeah, it's getting there. You're looking at Kirk Cousins or Jimmy Garoppolo to stay in the 80s, or we could go Jared Goff to keep it young. Although Jimmy G's pretty young too. I like Jimmy G for this spot. I do like Jimmy G for this spot. Although Kirk Cousins being the Michigan State man. This is a tough one. Because I am between Kirk Cousins and Jimmy G. Kirk Cousins gets the return home. Jimmy Garoppolo falls on a young quarter. That's not bad.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
We'll go with that. I do like that. So the Buccaneers now on the clock. My other team that I do enjoy like a little, apart from their quarterback, being that I'm from the Tampa Bay area originally. Tampa Bay is a probably field general quarterback as well. No, strong arm. I think that the highest rated one that would be Stafford. I do too. And it is. It is Stafford. Well, that between Stafford and Josh Allen, I don't think it's a question. It's Matthew Stafford.
The Giants
Matthew Stafford
are now on the clock.
Buccaneers. Yeah. This is it gets interesting now, right? Because it's such a huge drop in overall from the top guys, and without Andrew Luck being an option, because I'm going to eliminate that. And it is an improviser, so this is going to be interesting. And I already know where we're going since we're doing these wonderful plot twists. It's got to be Dak. It just has to be Dak. It's the perfect plot twist.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
And here we go with the Eagles, right? The Eagles, which I think is also an improviser. It could have been Wentz, but I'm thinking Wentz to the Cowboys, possibly. Which I just picked accidentally. Eagles. Yeah, I didn't think of that one. Oh, theirs is actually Scrambler. So that changes things. That means Cam Newton.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Highest rated one. So went to the Cowboys still. All right, Packers are up. Packers would probably be field general. I mean, considering they had Aaron Rodgers, it would make sense. But it is an improviser. Aaron Rodgers wasn't it. He was a field general. Interesting. Deshaun Watson.
The Colts are
Just
now
because
on
I
the clock.
went to the Cowboys. Because that'll be funny. To me. Colts are up. Colts are an interesting one because I don't know where Frank Reich is with this team and what the scheme is for that. Scrambler it is. So they might be screwed. Oh my God. Oh, it's a 74, but that might not actually be that screwed. I mean, he's 74 because he's a rookie. Well, I'd certainly be okay with that.
The
Exactly.
Vikings
Rookie
are now
room
on
to
the
grow.
clock.
I mean, his depth trait's hidden as it is. So that's actually interesting. I that's going to be an interesting team to watch, knowing that they do have Kyler Murray. Yeah, but still, it's Kyler Murray. He's actually been pretty decent in the few that I've watched, and I don't know why I stopped doing this. Schemes. Improviser. I am going to stay away from the Wentz just because, again, I want to see Wentz in Dallas. Actually, no, I am going to go with Wentz.
The Broncos
Because
are now
I know
on the
how
clock.
Jerry Jones is, and Jerry Jones would love Baker Mayfield. So if Baker Mayfield was there for him, they would love that. So we'll leave that. So let's see. Why did I hit Coach Calls? Go away. Nobody cares, Vic Fangio. Schemes. Improviser. Jeez, with the improviser. Come on, just let me get to Dallas. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that alone, and we'll go between... Bridgewater proved himself in these last few weeks. I'm going to go with Bridgewater.
The
I'm going to let him
Saints are now on
be
the
a
clock.
starter, be a star somewhere. I'm going to let him have his day. And you're now on the clock. All right, so you are on the clock, Josh. I almost forgot you were the Saints. Let's double check here. Your scheme is a scrambler quarterback, but I'm not going to hold you to that. I am going to require that you do stay away from Baker Mayfield and Andrew Luck. But other than that, be my guest, and who do you want as your quarterback? Top scrambler is Mitchell Trubisky, and then Tyrod Taylor. And then you're all the way down to Blake Bortles. Mitch Trubisky is a 73 overall. Now, obviously, of course, you could risk it, and yeah. Personally, I'd probably go Jimmy G. He's young, talented, got some room to grow. Derek Carr may not even be a bad. Jared Goff. Jimmy G is something like that. Let me pull up age. I know he's younger. Let's be fair on that. Okay. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. 27. I forgot I could do that without actually drafting him. I was concerned I was going to draft him by accident. So yeah, Jimmy G is 25. Or 27. So I guess he's not as young as I thought he was. We've got 24 for Jared Goff, who is younger. Obviously, that worked. Jimmy G it is. All right. And you know, he does still have some room to grow, obviously. It's like I said, he is a younger player, so he has the room to grow. Now, again, for the Cowboys, I'm disregarding the thing because I don't care. Because I think there's a strong arm. Don't care. Baker Mayfield it is.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Try and get a young core around it. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. We get him a young core. Yes, I am going to do the draft classes with it being fully custom draft classes that people have made for me, and I don't have to do it. Yeah, I like that option a lot. Improviser. All right, let's see how far this goes down. Now that we've gone through the top improvisers, Jameis Winston, Marcus. It's gotta be Winston.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Interesting. I don't know who you're thinking. You may have to go jump up in the draft, possibly. Don't know. We'll obviously have to see how that works out. But, you know, strong arm quarterback. Tank. Oh, the Saints fans will kill you. Josh Allen to the Chargers. That'll be interesting.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Arizona is going to jump on the clock, and then finally me, which will be nice. Finally be on the clock and have no clue who the hell I'm going to pick. Improviser, so obviously Marcus Mariota.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
All right, here we go. The Steelers are on the clock, which means I am on the clock, which is wonderful. Also means that there's 11 picks after me. Yay. I'm an improviser. I'm going to disregard that, though. I just kind of wanted to see where I was going with that. I know who I'm picking in the second round, most likely. And I'm not too concerned with taking a low-level quarterback. And by low level, I mean really fucking low level because, you know, the game hates me. So we're going duck.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Duck Hodges. Or as I like to call them, Duck Dodgers. I'm going to, just to note, I'm going to jump his accuracy up a little bit. He's a very accurate quarterback in real life, and the game doesn't show that. I'm not going to do it drastically. We're probably only jumping up like maybe 5 overall points in terms of the accuracy points, not his overall. We'll see how that affects it, but yeah, I'm going to jump that up just a little bit. Yeah, that sounds about right to me on those. I know where I'm going with my quarterback selection, but we'll see how it goes. Strong arm quarterback for the Panthers. So who does that leave? Josh Rosen, and it's not even close. So yeah, you're getting Josh Rosen.
The
and
Bengals are now on the clock.
Interesting. I'm thinking for me, Hurts. It's gonna freeze. It would pick now to freeze. All right. I might have to restart this. Give me a moment. We'll see. I don't know why it chooses to do that, but it sometimes unavoidably freezes, and I get stuck having to make the same pick over again. Luckily, that won't be too hard to do. So, I believe it was Rosen. So Rosen again will be that. But yeah, for me, it's Jalen Hurts from Oklahoma. I really like his game. And I think it transitions well, even if others don't. But obviously, we won't know until next year in real life. But yeah, everybody else seems to think he's like a 5th or 6th round quarterback. So I don't know. I think he's been doing really well. But again, we'll have to see the real life side of it next year. Whether or not what happens with everything. So we are going to get back to the draft now. Of course, it's going to take a hot minute to load. So we are on Carolina. I had just picked Duck, which is nice for me. I like Duck. All right, so we got Duck, and then we went with Rosen.
The
and it's
Bengals
really
are now on the
interesting to
clock.
see all these different quarterbacks and all these different teams and what's going on. With the Patriots being so low, seeing what they're going to do and everything. Who they're going to end up with. So many young quarterbacks, so many low levels. And they have a field general, and with all the field generals up here, I don't think it's really much of a question for the Bengals. I think it's Jared Goff.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Yeah, I believe he is. I'm not 100% sure. Spencer Rattler, definitely. I like Spencer Rattler for season 3. That one we might be possibly in a tank battle for. I can't guarantee you. But yeah, that's one that I do enjoy myself. So let's see here. Chiefs are now on the clock. And who does that? Who's got the Chiefs? Scrambler. Ooh, poor Chiefs. Oh no, that's never mind.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
That's not bad. Poor Andy. Listen, Andy ain't doing well enough to really be warranted for a team right now. Let's see here. So it's definitely not field general for the 49ers. It is improviser. And that means Case Keenum is going to be your starter.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
And, God, that sucks. Yeah, you get 3 of them almost, one after, almost. There's one team in between each one. Poor Texans. The Texans get the last pick in this round. I mean, give it. They get the bonus of being the first pick in the next round. And it becomes a question of, do they want to be a defensive team or do they want to be an offensive team? And that comes down to what we're going to decide for them. So, And Atlanta gets screwed here with the way that
the Rams are now on the clock,
staying true to what they have chosen. So it's not really they're getting screwed by it. It's that their system screws them into us picking their system for them. And picking the player that fits their system, much like the Rams are about to have happened to them apparently. And my God. Yeah. At this point, I don't even think that they have a player that fits their system. What is the player that fits their system? There's no more improvisers left. Well, in that particular case, I guess they get Matt Ryan.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
That is unexpected. I didn't expect that. That's great. Field general. Good. New England. Who are we thinking for New England? Oh God, that's hilarious. Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, literally anybody. I kind of like Ryan Fitzpatrick. Jacoby? Is Jacoby? Oh, he is. Okay. I like that.
The
I like
Seahawks
that idea.
are now on the clock.
I like that. That's good. All right. So the Seahawks are now on the clock, which means that they are going to have, hopefully, a field general. Hopefully. No, it's an improviser, so they're getting a field general. Because as we found out with the Rams, those are gone. So who are we thinking for Seattle? Formerly Russell Wilson. I'd like to see Ryan Fitzpatrick as a starter. That's just me. I like seeing the beard and whatnot. Or I'm kind of... No. We're bringing Minshew Mania to the series. Fitzpatrick can be on the Bears or Texans, but Minshew Mania is going home. Oh, God. I feel bad for Seattle. Now they get Minshew Mania. I've had to deal with that. I live near Jacksonville. I'm not a fan. Of course, I'm not a fan of the Jaguars to begin with, so... Okay, let me double check and see what theirs is. If it's an improviser... It's a scrambler. Okay. So I will go with a field general if the scrambler is below like a 60. Oh, no. Nope. We will go with the scrambler because Tyrod Taylor's the 70. So that is what it will be.
The Texans are now on the clock.
I will make sure that doesn't happen. If the quarterback was not drafted, I will release them and either send them to a team that has a quarterback of a higher level or whatnot. But everybody who's getting drafted is the starter. So, and I think what I'll do is I'll do the first 2 rounds on draft and then the rest off draft. That way we can kind of decide through the first 2 rounds what that team... Like the first round is obviously quarterback. The second round is going to be what that team is going to prioritize. Correct. But the second round will be... And we might go into the third round, maybe. Just to prioritize the secondary positions or whatnot. Don't know 100%. But definitely the second round will be what that team is going to prioritize, offense or defense. That being said, I did say that I want Ryan Fitzpatrick as a starter. Ryan Fitzpatrick was once in Houston as a Texan.
The Texans
Ryan Fitzpatrick
are
is
now
once
on
again
the clock.
in Houston as a Texan. Still has yet to beat the Steelers. Just saying. He's 0-7 against them. Sorry, I had to bring that up. Steelers win tonight. I'm in a good mood. Okay, I get to be in a good mood. We won. So now, Josh, as you've been helping me along, what do we think for the Texans? Offense or defense? This is a team that does have DeAndre Hopkins, who is obviously a 99 overall, but they also have J.J. Watt in real life. So they're kind of both ways, although I feel like in real life they do prioritize defense a little bit more. But obviously it's a toss-up with them, as is a lot of teams. My Steelers, I look at it as a defensive team, but with Ben, it kind of leans to an offense as well. So it's a lot of things. Most of the teams are going to be a toss-up, and it's going to be like how we feel that we want that division almost to be. Do we want one division to be a defensive division? That's going to be yes. Yes, I think we're going to do that. Mine and yours will be picked on our own. I'm personally going offense for me. I don't know what you're going to do, but let's random generate if a team is going to be offense or defense. Absolutely. I love that. Let me see what we have for Houston, offense or defense. And honestly, I could probably flip a coin to get that decision, but I don't care. Let's do a random generator. Defense it is. All right. So defense, to fit their system, it's got to be a power rusher on the outside or man-to-man. I like it. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. It's a difficult decision because we got 3 defensive players that are all 99. Only 2 of them fit. They utilize a 4-3, so I think a power rusher right end fits them better, so we'll get Aaron Donald.
The Bears are now on the clock.
So now for the Bears. Hit that wheel again for me, and we'll get the Bears. Offense or defense? Offense. All right. Well, he doesn't fit the receiver build, but in all honesty, receivers, you don't need to have every receiver fit the build. So the Bears luck out. They might have Tyrod Taylor
The
at quarterback.
Seahawks are now
but
on
they
the
get
clock.
DeAndre Hopkins at the receiver position. So there you go for them. Seattle is now on the clock, and let me hit that wheel. Nice, I like that. Defense for Seattle. I'm just going to pick top level. Bobby Wagner actually plays for him in real life, so I want to go away from that. So Khalil Mack.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Hit it again because we got New England. And I want to see where that's going to go. Come on, you know you're not getting offense for New England. All right. Well, that kind of who's their court? Jacoby Brissett, and they're getting Julio. Oh my word!
The Rams are now on the clock.
So what I'm doing is I'm basically taking the best player from each side of the ball and picking them for that team. That way, it kind of says to me, okay, this is the side that they're focusing on. Not so much position right away, but which side of the ball is what we're focusing on. So hit it again because we get the Rams. Defense for the Rams, that fits. I mean, I'd go Luke Kuechly, but Bobby Wagner's the 99. He makes more sense for being picked before Luke. So Bobby
The
Wagner.
Falcons are now on the clock.
Hit it again. Atlanta's on the clock. I like this wheel. It's a good wheel. Offense for Atlanta. That one fits for them as well. Highest overall offensive player is a right guard, but I kind of feel weird giving them a right guard right now. I know what I said, but I'm going to go away from that, and they're going to get Odell.
The 49ers
Just feels
are now
weird
on the clock.
being an offensive lineman. I'm going to make the rule that offensive linemen are not going to go that early. I don't care how good they are overall. Defense for the 49ers. So that'll be Luke Kuechly. Again, when we get to the Steelers, don't worry about the wheel because I will be picking mine, which will be offense. And then obviously
The Chiefs
Saints
are now
will
on
be
the
what
clock.
you want. So we're going to go to the Chiefs now. And they will also focus on defense. So that's interesting because they're an offensive team in real life. So we'll see how this changes for them. Obviously, getting Von Miller is huge for them.
The
And
Bengals are now on the
even
clock.
though he's not in the NFL in real life, Antonio Brown, I'm gonna let him be in the league. That being said, I think my team will be the moment where I pick the player that I specifically want rather than the top player, as we'll do with you. But that's besides the point. What's the Bengals? Defense? Okay, defense it is. Stephon Gilmore's top defensive
The
player.
Panthers are now
There
on
you
the
go.
clock.
Panthers are on the clock. And what do we have for the Panthers? Offense. So that means Travis Kelce.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
The Steelers are now on the clock. And, well, like you said, I'm going after the player that I want. And, yeah, but I'm not going with that. So, no. It's Juju Smith-Schuster.
The Cardinals are now on
Young,
the clock.
physical, lots of room to grow. It's the pick that I feel safe with. Arizona's on the clock. What do we got? Cards are defense. Okay. So, J.J. Watt, welcome to Arizona.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Maybe you won't get hurt as much. Less humidity. Chargers. What do we got for the Chargers? I feel bad for it. I feel bad for JJ. I really do. Did I turn injuries off? Give me just 1 second. Let me see what the Chargers are. Let me just make sure that injuries are off too. Or not injuries. More like Why can't I turn that off? I hope I can turn that off later. Offense, okay. If I can't turn that off, I've screwed Cleveland. I just want to say I have royally screwed Cleveland if I can't turn that off.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
I feel bad for them. Anyway, who do the Raiders have? Offense or defense? Defense to the Raiders. Jalen Ramsey. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right.
The Cowboys
Ramsey
are now
it
on the
is.
clock.
Cowboys, what do we got? Or the Cowgirls, as I call them. I feel like you probably wanted Jalen Ramsey, but, you know. Defense to the Cowboys, so they get Fletcher Cox.
The Saints are now on the clock.
He wants a good corner. Well, the question is, do you want a good corner or do you want to build your offense first? This is the question. Do you want to build your defense or do you want to build your offense? You are up. So the best running back we could choose is Todd Gurley. Your top wide receivers, Tyreek Hill. Top corners, Richard Sherman. You got Harrison Smith and Earl Thomas as well. Calais Campbell's on the board. You can go any way you want. Run CMC is there. Tyreek. You sure you want to go Tyreek? You got Run CMC. Tyreek. It is. Wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me run through a few more down here. You could be dangerous with Run CMC. He'll do the wheel. All right. Defense. All right, so defense, Calais Campbell, Earl Thomas, Harrison Smith, Richard Sherman's your top corner. Also, Patrick Peterson's up there. So it's up to you. Have it, Tyreek. Tyreek
The
Hill.
Broncos are now on the clock.
I love it. All right, wheel for the Broncos. Who's the Broncos getting? So you're focusing offense. Got it. Speed. Okay. I feel that. Give your Broncos the D. Or give the Broncos your D. Okay. Wait. Okay. Which is it? Am I giving them defense or... You've got Tyreek. It's too late. D. Okay. So that means the top player for them...
The Vikings are now on the clock.
It's going to freeze again. Yep. All right. So once again... And we are in that. Yeah, because it pauses it and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know why you can't just go through a draft and pick every player. No, it's gonna cut out every 30-ish minutes and freeze. But yeah, so Earl Thomas to the Broncos, and then defense for whoever was next. It sucks because otherwise, I mean, I remember on the old one I could go through 20 rounds before it froze. This one, it just feels like it freezes way too quickly. I don't know. I don't have anything against the game. I love it. In fact, I think it's the best Madden they've made probably since maybe 05. I loved 05, 07. Yeah, 19. I'm talking like 18. 18 was about where it was. So the old draft where it was on like the right side of the screen, and it would just scroll down, and you could scroll up and down and see who all drafted who. Yeah, that was the best.
Vikings are now on the clock.
Yeah. I do like the setup, absolutely. Oh, okay, that gotcha. So the Vikings are up, and you did say defense for the Vikings, so that means Calais Campbell.
The Colts are now on the clock.
So who's the Colts got? Offense or defense? Offense for the Colts. Top player is Todd Gurley. So Todd heterosexual, I like girlies, is going to the Colts.
The Packers are now on the clock.
All right. So what do you got for me for the offensive? For the Packers defense. All right. Packers is defense. Wait. Safety was higher.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Let's see what you got for the Eagles. Defense it is. So that leaves Richard Sherman. Wait, wasn't there a defensive tackle? Did I miss that? There he is. Okay. I missed something. I don't know what's going on.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Richard Sherman. Giants are on the clock. Which side of the ball are they going with? Defense as well. So a lot of teams going defensive. I like it.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
There's going to be a lot of defense and a lot of offense for a lot of different teams, such as, my team and your team. What do the Bucs have? Defense is We're going on a streak here.
The Lions
All
are
right.
now on the clock.
I'm going to laugh if it's defense again for the Lions. Please be defense. Let's keep it going. Oh, it's offense. All right. Offense it is. Michael Thomas.
The Browns are now on the clock.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Browns do have Ben Roethlisberger. So the hope would be that they get offense, but we are going to find out. It is offense. Perfect for them. And the top player, sorry, bud, you could have had him, but now he's in Cleveland. Run CMC. So Ben gets Christian
The Dolphins
McCaffrey.
are now on the clock.
That's going to be interesting for Ben, honestly. I'm intrigued to see where that's going to go. What do we get for the Dolphins? Defense. All right. Back to that. They get... Ooh. That's good for the Dolphins.
The Redskins are now
especially
on the
going up
clock.
against Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Well, or no, they won't be going up against Aaron Rodgers. But especially going up against Brady. Getting Myles Garrett. He's going to be good for them, I think. Redskins are getting defense as well. So that'll be Patrick Peterson.
The Titans are now
We're
on
on
the
to
clock.
the Titans. Who will the Titans get? Defense as well. There are a lot of defensive teams in this league. Michael
The
Pierce,
Ravens are now on the
defensive
clock.
tackle. Here comes your beloved Ravens. They're now on the clock. I mean, we might be unlucky later on for defense, yes, but I think we'll be fine because our offenses are going to be murderous. Because nobody's going to be taking offense. Okay, the Bills are now on the clock, which means that there's only 3 picks left. I'm going to end it after that. It's been an hour. I think that's a good one, and then we'll get the rest of it done off screen, and then I'll post pictures to the Facebook page so that everybody can see. I might post them on Twitter as well. Yeah.
The Jaguars
so Stephon
are
Diggs
now on
and the
the
Bills for the offensive side. What do the Jaguars get? The future team in Orlando. Defense. That works for them. I feel that works for them. So that'll be a cornerback. We're going to go Byron Jones.
The Jets are now on the clock.
And this is it. The Jets are the final pick. What do the Jets get with the final pick? Offense. Now, obviously, this is the final pick of the stream. Like I said, I'll be doing the rest of it
The Jets
off
are
camera
now on the clock.
because I don't want to sit here all night, and obviously my voice is already kind of doing its thing where it's bugging me a little. So I'm going to do the rest of the draft off camera, and then I will post the rosters on the Facebook page, on the Nick Nightmare 19 streaming Facebook page. I'll post a picture of each roster. Obviously, the top players on the roster, not the whole roster. And then I will try to make up a schedule to showcase each week's what games are going to be on each week and so on and so on. So I think it'll be interesting to see. But thank you for joining us on this stream. And I will see you guys next time for week 3 of the preseason. Week 3 of the preseason was a Sunday night game that was played, that was aired on national television. So you guys will get to see the Steelers and the Titans. I feel like that looks terrible because I'm picking my own team, but piss off, that was the teams that were put on Sunday Night Football. So we'll see you guys for that, and then we'll be into the regular season. It's the only preseason game I'm going to show. I'm not a big fan of doing the preseason games, to be fair. So I'll kind of keep everybody up to date on what I can. But other than that, we will see you guys for week 3 in the preseason. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me.